Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Wizards of Columbus taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 21 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Deontay Johnson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group didn't put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. He gets this one to Johnson. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Tua. Open man right side is cut, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this will be taken at the 13. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson now steps away. Able to find Willis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and avoids the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson, being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. It'll lead to a 3rd and long. Tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Well, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Looking to pass. Tua. That'll be caught by Cup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, complete to Cup. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 76 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you when you're taking charge?
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down. The objective here, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but what's your problem?
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Try to take this home. They'll run. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Wizards will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bucs down by 10. A minute 52 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Tua.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Here now, 3rd down. Throwing Tua. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Wizards are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So out come the Bucs now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing. Trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. It's caught downfield by Mechie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.